Hi, I'm Emma,
I'm Erin.
And I'm Nika.
and today we'd like to introduce to you an overview of our prospective new referral-only specialist medical centre, Geelong Skin Cancer Management. This new business will aim to provide up-to-date and exemplary medical services to those suffering from skin cancer in and beyond the Greater Geelong region. We aim to offer our prospective patients first-class medical attention with regards to skin cancer management, including the excision and monitoring of minor lesions, as well as the more invasive management required for more serious malignant tumours.
Financially, we project a somewhat slow start-up for our business, with losses up until at least the 6-month mark, but shortly following this, we hope to begin running the business as a consistent profit. In our view, the business we have chosen is likely to be successful as skin cancer is a growing problem in Australia, and the number of medical centres and doctors who specialise in its management are far fewer than what is required.
For our business, we have chosen to adopt a company business structure, directed by a specialist doctor who is not present in this video, along with 3 co-directors. The main reason for this is to minimise any legal implications that might be placed on the business as a result of the actions of the doctor involved. For example, if the doctor is sued for a legal issue, such as negligence, the business itself will not be greatly impacted upon, as the doctor and the company will be separate entities.
Our business has 2 distinct customer bases. The first of these is, of course, patients with sun-damaged skin, as these are the direct and paying customers of the business. The second, and probably more important customer base, are local general practitioners. This is because, as a referral-only specialist medical clinic, the business will essentially receive no work if the local general practitioners do not refer it. For this reason, it is crucial that in the first 12 months of opening the business, we develop a strong relationship with as many local GPs as possible. Once the business has been established, customers' word of mouth will in turn generate work for the business, but in the first 12 months, the thoughts and feelings of the local general practitioners is crucial. Look at that. Advertising is, of course, of high importance when starting a new business. However, in our case, advertising will be negligible in terms of both quantity and cost. This is because our main source of advertising, keeping our customer base in mind, will be to send printed and hand-signed by our specialist medical doctor letters to approximately 200 GPs in the Greater Geelong area. Outside of time, the overall costs of this form of advertising will be quite nominal, no more than $250 to $300. Our company will have a website running from day one. However, aside from this, we will not be using any other source of media. Following on from this, we will ensure that our domain name is clearly displayed on our letterhead at the time that the letters go out to the GPs.
As a team, we have decided that in Geelong, location, meaning which suburb in particular, is not overly important. As when it comes to subspecialty medical practices, patients will generally come to you no matter how great the distance. This is a key feature of our business, which highly contrasts that of general practices, whereby patients are much less likely inclined to travel for the relevant services. A property on or close to any main road and with relatively easy access will suffice.
Although suburb choice is not of particular importance to us, the property itself is. Due to council rules and regulations, our business requires a large flat block which will lend itself to easy wheelchair access as well as sufficient room for car parking.
In the Greater Geelong region, there are a range of indirect competitors to our prospective business. These include plastic surgeons and dermatologists who deal with small-scale skin cancer management as well as skin checks. Whilst these must be kept in mind, we don't believe that they will provide a strong threat enough to disable our business from thriving. Further, there is one major and direct competitor to our business located in Belmont. Geelong Skin Cancer Only is the only other medical centre to provide subspecialty services almost identical to ours. However, after simple market research, our group has found that the doctors working in this clinic are almost always booked out for up to 4 months in advance. We believe this will make our practice highly desirable to patients seeking treatment faster and hence give the business a competitive edge.
Our business will of course require a specialist doctor who is qualified to deal with the skin cancer surgery and management. This will mean that an individual with a medical degree, as well as a relevant postgraduate training in both dermatology and surgery.
In addition to this, our business will require someone with high-level business and management skills, as most doctors do not receive any management or commercial training at university. We will require another individual to bring these skills to the company. This will likely come from one of our 3 co-directors. Furthermore, our business will require 1 nurse and 1 receptionist, and we will recruit these staff via the Geelong Advertiser, both print and online versions. The reason for which we have chosen such a simplistic recruitment strategy is because we are not overly concerned with finding the best possible candidates or experts from across the country to work in our practice. We only require 1 standard nurse and 1 receptionist, both of which we believe will be easily found in the Geelong area. Another advantage to this is that it will mean the chosen candidates will be able to start sooner, as they will inevitably live closer. There are a range of legal and licensing requirements that are both relevant and essential to the running of our prospective business. They are listed here.
A company will require an accountant, preferably one with substantial experience and knowledge of medical practice accounting. We will also require an insurance broker. Currently, the AMA have licensed insurance broking, and this is likely to be of use to us. Moreover, we will require a bank manager to ensure our payment systems are functioning effectively.
We have a number of startup costs. These include equipment, advertising, employee salaries, bank fees, insurance, and the building. We aim to purchase a building for approximately $500,000, which will require a loan. The loan will be through NAB Bank with a 7% interest rate payable over 15 years, with monthly repayments of $4,494. This means the interest for the year will be $20,596. We have estimated that we will need to make a deposit of $100,000 to ensure our loan rather than put our assets against the loan.
The 4 directors will all contribute capital. The main contributor will be the main director of the company, who is also the surgeon, who will contribute 70%, equaling to $350,000. The other 3 shareholders will contribute 10% each, i.e. $50,000 each. Listed here are our projected expenses for the year. Now we have the financial projections slide, and we're looking in particular at the CVP analysis. The contribution margin calculation was unit selling price minus the unit variable cost. For our unit selling price, we took the average selling price of each of our 5 main services, which equals to $182.21. Thus, the contribution margin calculation was $182.21 minus 25, which equals $157.21. Following on from this, our contribution margin ratio, which is unit contribution margin divided by unit selling price, was $157.21 divided by $182.21, equaling to 86.3%. We then figured out our break-even point by dividing fixed costs by the contribution margin ratio, which was $542,900 divided by 86.3%, equaling to $629,084.60. Our total predicted revenue from customers was $310,884, and our total projected services sold was $3,390. As you can see, we have shown the total revenue we expect to generate per 10 services, taking into account the likely frequency of each service in relation to the others, as well as taking into account the fact that 50% of customers will pay the full fee and 50% are likely to be pensioners. Finally, we have our projected services sold and revenue generated for each month of the 12-month period, and we have also shown our total projected services sold and total projected revenue for the year.
For our implementation table, we have established that it would take approximately 4 months to prepare for the opening of our business. The list of tasks have been broken down into months, which is displayed on the screen.